Welcome to Saturday morning, everyone. Today is a Vinyasa class with the focus on opening up in the front of the body. So we're going to use a strap, and if you don't have a yoga strap, this is actually just a bathrobe tie. So do as I do and use a non-traditional yoga prop. And we're going to do fish pose with the option of using a block under the chest. Now, the shoulder stretch that we do with the strap, you won't be able to simulate without the strap. But you should be able to use a belt or just a really long sweatshirt sleeve, a scarf, anything that's sturdy enough to stretch over your head. You can do fish without the block, although we'll try and do a deeper, longer hold. So the block is not mandatory, and most people don't have yoga blocks. And I usually don't do class with them, but it's been really good to do this lately, especially because I've felt kind of tight in my intercostal muscles, and this has really helped me. So I'm going to give this a try. You can use a stack of books, provided they're comfortable and the right size. You can use a stack of pillows. Those will give more. But if you don't have a block, you can either just do fish with your forearms or use a stack of some adaptation. But anyway, if you do, grab one. And let's go ahead and begin laying down. So take a Shavasana pose and just relax. Take some deep breath. And take time to let go. Breathe very deep. Exhale slowly. And continue deep breath. Go ahead and bend the right knee and open the knee and take the arms overhead as an option for extended reclined tree. And take right knee into chest. And roll out the ankle. And do both directions. And take both knees to chest. And feet to the ground. Extend the right leg and open the left knee. And arms overhead. And lifting the left knee. Take the knee into the chest. And roll out the ankle. And do both directions. And then take both knees to chest. Let's go ahead and extend the legs and bend the knees in. And repeat that a couple more times. And knees to chest. And extend the legs. And then bend the legs and lower the feet flat to the ground. Lift the knees slightly and extend the legs partway or fully. And do that a few more times, awakening the core. Breathing and enjoying the increase of blood flow and circulation to the body. And feet to ground. Open the knees. Bring the feet together. And take butterfly. And knees come back to chest. Let's go ahead and rock on up. And switch to a nice cross-legged position. Take your trusty bath tie. or yoga strap or scarf, whatever it is you're using today. Let's stretch overhead a few times as a movement. And then stretch overhead and hold. Deep breath. And release. Switch to hands and knees. Let's roll out the spine. And lengthen. Continue with the flow of the breath, rolling the spine, so smooth. I know I do this almost in every class, so there's a reason for that. It's just such a good way to loosen up in the spine. So good for warming up and for circulation. And you have the option of lifting and squeezing the core more. We're doing it very lightly, just for very simple movement and circulation. We're going to switch to doing lateral flexion, where we press the ribs side to side. And come back to center and release to face down. Inhale, easy cobra, and repeat as a flow. And when you're ready, take rounds of locust and repeat as a flow. And after about 5 of those, release. Take cobra, using the arms lightly. And exhale, release. Use the core and lift. Take a nice plank position. Downward dog. And then walk or lightly hop to the top of the mat. Fold deeper over the legs. Breathe. Next is chair pose, Utkatasana. And glide to standing. Samstitihi. Align and standing, legs are long, spine is long, breath is full and deep. Again, chair pose, Utkatasana. And place the hands down, plank pose. Yeah, lower the knees, lower all the way. Inhale, cobra. Take time to open the chest, leave the elbows soft. Exhale, release. And then with the option of lifting to upward dog, hands come back a little bit, lift, open the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe. And then walk or hop feet to hands. Half lift, And full fold. Chair pose. Standing pose. One more time, chair. Plank. Vinyasa flow. Downward dog. And let's all take a brief child's pose. Breathe. Take rest. Inhale very, very full. And remember to exhale till you're completely empty. Repeating that process a couple more times. Big, big inhale. Letting all the breath out with the exhale. And let's go ahead and make our way back to downward dog. And then step to warrior one. Right foot up, back heel down, arms up. Touch near the heel or brace the thigh 3 times. Nice smooth flow. Exhale. Plank. Right knee down. Left arm up. Come back to plank. Left knee down. Right arm up. Come back to plank. And knees down, lower all the way. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift to neutral or up dog. Open the chest. Exhale. Downward dog. Light step. Left foot up. Warrior one. Back heel is grounding. Then 3 times touching near the heel. Lifting, opening in the shoulders. You know, if the neck is really tight, you can have the arms like more like a goalpost. Otherwise, the arms open and lengthen. Breathe. Exhale, glide to plank. Release. Face down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Bring the hands back, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Deep breath. Yeah, knees down. Turning to the side and walking or hopping the feet out. Bending the right knee and then the left. Glide side to side. Come back to center. Left hand into the right side of the chest. Right arm up. And come on down. Other side. Then lift the right arm and hold the low back. Just take 2 to 3 breaths here. Switch sides. This is a nice twist for the spine. Holding the low back makes it a little easier, but it's also a practice of opening the chest and shoulders. It's in alignment with our core theme. Exhaling, lower. Knees bend, come on up. Open the arms and open the right foot. Warrior two. Neutral lift. And then side angle, the left arm vertical. Reverse warrior or neutral lift again. Side angle, deeper variation or basic variation. Back to warrior two. Relax everything and switch to the other side. Turn the back foot in. Open the left foot, spread the toes. And take warrior two. Neutral lift. Side angle. Reverse warrior. Side angle. Warrior two. And arms and legs relax. Center the feet. Hinge on down. And sway side to side. Come back to center. Knees bend, come on up. Heel toe in, and then 3 times take a plie. And then sustaining the goddess. You can hold the knees, or you can bring the arms up and feel open in the chest. Sit low, only if it feels good on the joints, and you can breathe. Smooth, long, quality breath. Very good. Come on up and relax the arms. Slowly heel toe in and adjust to the top of the mat. One more time, chair pose. And then this time, swinging the arms. And if it feels good, getting that good lift to open up in the chest and shoulders. Of course, don't force or strain on the shoulders or neck, but this is a good exercise to build circulation in the chest and shoulders while toning the legs and buttocks. And when you're complete, segue to a nice plank. Use all that good circulation to take a deep up dog, down dog. Yeah, knees down. Let's go ahead and put the elbows down. Walk the legs back and drop the hips. And then Sphinx. Deep breath. And if you like, lengthen the arms. Exhale, release. Use the core and lift. Back to plank. Stack the legs. Left arm up. Side plank. And then segue to a nice vinyasa. Inhale back to plank. Other side. Deep breath. Lift out of that left shoulder. And come on back to normal plank and segue. The arms hugging in, and then opening the chest, up dog. Keep the length of the spine. Breathe, down dog. And knees down, elbows down, legs way back. Drop the hips till they're shoulder level for elbow plank. And then Sphinx. And if you like, lengthen the arms. This is great to deepen that opening in the thoracic spine and chest and shoulders. If it feels too much on any part of the body, then of course stay with the previous pose. Good indication of whether it's the right amount of effort or not is the quality of the breath. Breathe smooth and really enjoy refining that exhale. Lower. Place hands alongside the chest. Cobra and see how that feels. Exhale, release. You can lift to neutral if you'd like, go to a rest pose or take up dog. Down dog. Child's pose. All right, very good. Let's go ahead and come to a neutral lift. Sit on the heels if you can, or sit differently if you need. Let's take a nice deep twist to the right. And other side. Very good. Come back to center. Hands flow forward. Release the face down. Inhale, locust. Exhale, release. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog or lift to neutral. Exhale, down dog. One more time, plank. Breathe 2 to 3 rounds. Exhale, lower. Inhale, half locust. Feet stay down. Arms extend back. Shoulders roll back. Hold here a bit. Exhale, lower. Next, we're going to set up for a bow pose. Now, you're welcome to do a nice Sphinx instead, where you hug the knees in. You can use Sphinx with bent knees, locust bent knees, otherwise holding the ankles, hug the knees in, inhale, bow. Really feel that nice deep lift and openness in the chest. Exhale. Lower and cup the toes. Stretch the thighs, press the front of the hips down, frog pose. Deep breath. Good. Release. Turn the head to the right. Wiggle the hips a little bit, and then be still. Let all the muscles relax. Head comes back to center. Hands alongside upper shoulders. Inhale, cobra, and now hold. Deep breath with an emphasis on opening up in the chest. You may benefit by lowering and trying like a folded towel or blanket under the stomach. Or if you feel like you can go deeper, you can bring the hands further back. So if your chest doesn't open or your low back feels it too much, having something under your stomach really helps. Reaching back through the legs is good. And take nice, deep, open breaths in that open heart area. And just take some time here. Come on down. Let's take the face down rest. The head turning to one side, the opposite side, whatever that is, and just breathe. Head comes back to center. Place the hands near the low ribs. Inhale, up dog, or just lift to neutral. Exhale, down dog. Kneeling position. Let's switch to cross-legged position and use that strap again to stretch the chest a second time. You can use it long if you feel tight, but you should also be feeling more warmed up now, so maybe a shorter position will work for you, and we'll go back and forth. It's a good sign if, as you practice, you feel more relaxed in your body, you have better energy, and less tight. If you're getting tighter as you practice, you may be off with your breathing, maybe you're overdoing it. Something's not adding up if you feel tighter toward the end of practice. And that does happen from time to time. So I'm not saying that you need to worry about that for happening some of the time. It's just if it happens all of the time, then that's something to be aware of and you need to make a change. Yeah. Arms back and stretch. Breathe and keep breathing. Okay, good. We'll go ahead and release from that. Now, if you have a block, you can use it flat for a very slight fish, medium, or perhaps a tall position. Or if you have two, you can do two flat, which is almost equivalent to the tall position, much more stable. So the tall position, there's two potential problems. Is it could be unstable. You need to place it just so, and maybe it's a little too high. So even if feels too low, better a little on the low side than a little on the high side. But I'm going to go ahead and demo like this. And you can do fish with just the elbows down, or you can stack pillows or block. And you want it to be kind of in the upper part of the thoracic, so kind of the high mid-back, if that makes sense. Place the block, and you only take the head back if it's really working for you. Nice deep breath. We're going to hold the fish for a little while. And of course, whenever holding, you can always do a little less or a little more, depending on what your needs are. Just breathe. And when you're complete with that, let's go ahead and release. And switch to a knees to chest position. And then we're going to do a nice bridge. So feet down, lift. You could also use the block or your hands under the hips for a nice deep bridge and holding a little bit longer than typical. If you're not using a block, maybe come down and rest. We're also going to have the option to do one or two wheels. So some students will use just one or two really long bridges, maybe switch to like hip openers like butterfly or cradle. If you feel good, if you feel up for it, lower, double check that the feet are nice and parallel, and lift to either another bridge or a wheel pose. And the first round can be nice and short. I like brief wheels just to shake the rust off, as I say. And then the second round, you might feel a lot more natural in it. Do one or two wheels, maybe even three if you like. Deep breath. Lifting the heels is good if you feel tight in your back. A wider position with the hands can help if you feel tight in your shoulders or chest. When you're done with your back bends, whether it's a bridge or wheel, I said widge. Something between bridge and wheel. You can lower, neutralize the spine, make the feet wide, and bend the knees in. This will really help you to relax, feel less pressure in the lumbar. And Gradually bring the feet closer together. Take a light knees to chest and then maneuver up. Extend the legs out. Sit nice and tall and roll the femurs. Both sides. And taking cross-legged seat, let's go ahead and take a nice little lateral bend here. Nice deep breath. And the other side. I'm not trying to stretch really deep. We're just relaxing and taking pressure off of our effort levels and pressure off the spine. And we can do a little twist. Again, very light, not even trying. Actually, specifically trying not to try. Wheel is a pose that uses a lot of effort. We'll do the other side. And it's good to use effort in poses. It's also good to do non-effort and just chill, breathe, turn off those goal-oriented tendencies. Come back to center. Let's close the eyes and just take a few deep breaths like this, just being calm and relaxed, enjoying some quiet time. When you're ready, come back to center. And adjust to the other side, cross-legged, take a little side stretch. And other side. Nice deep stretch and deep breath as well. Come back to center, very light twist. And other side again, a very light twist. Good. And then center. Sit tall, close the eyes. Let's take about a minute or two here to just breathe. Come on back in the body. Let's switch to a reclined pose. Knees to chest. And either take a wide knees to chest or a nice happy baby stretch. And release. Next is a spinal twist of your choice. Could be the basic twist or a hip side stretch. Keeping the shoulders grounded, lengthening the spine. Deep, deep breath. And other side. And when you feel nice and even, let's take Shavasana. Feel free to turn off the screen, turn the volume off, do a long Shavasana if you want. Otherwise, we'll do a few minutes here and then close with rounds of letting the breath be effortless, closing the eyes and enjoying this reclined meditation. When you're ready, deepen the breath. Gradually take knees to chest. Knees to chest. Come upright to a comfortable seat, any seat you like, as long as you can sit tall. Breathe. And let's go ahead and do a clearing breath and then 3 ohms. Big inhale. Let it out. Exhale. And breathe in. Namaste. Very good. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Hopefully this was just what you needed today. Yeah. As a reminder, I'm going to encourage people to eat well and hydrate. I encourage diets rich in water as well. So that means lots of fruits and vegetables, and water-rich foods naturally are rich in vitamins and minerals, which is really nice. And that's the diet I eat, as well as some fun food, junk foods, sparingly here and there. And I'm going to make more videos on fun snacks to make, and I'm going to make a video on my supplement routine, because being an active person, I don't always have the digestive power to get all the nutrients I need. So I will share my tips as well as lead by example and hydrate. And to continue to support this channel, please check out the description below. There's a bunch of links to different offerings I do and links to PayPal and Venmo. So please send me some money for class. It helps me and my family a lot, especially with the holidays approaching. And I'm excited to announce I've finally launched at least the rough draft of my mobility and core toolkit. It's ideal for cyclists, but it works for anybody who wants to just have 10-minute videos that specify all parts of the body. We have 3 hips, 3 hip flexors, 3 hamstrings, 2 thighs, 2 calves, neck, chest, shoulders, wrists, and core routines, warm-ups, everything that suits the needs of someone who's busy and on the go and wants to pinpoint certain parts of their body and feel better from day to day. So click the link there. I'm going to add to it and polish up all of the graphics and whatnot. But if you buy the rough draft version, you'll naturally just have the polished version. As I do that, it will just continue to upgrade in the course that you buy as I continue to polish it. So check that out. Excited to finally launch the Mobility and Core Toolkit. It's well overdue, but better late than never. And thank you again. I will see you soon for more Hatha yoga practices and some core routines.